G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Next War Vietnam. And we're playing the standard scenario Eastward Ho, and we're about to go on turn 2. So at the moment, we've got the Chinese attacking from the northwest effectively, coming across, trying to take out a majority of hexes in Hanoi. So they need to take 2 to win, and that's about it. The Vietnamese are holding them off at the moment. The Vietnamese have currently lost their combat outpost and a minor armoured unit. But we have this little guy here who's trapped. We've taken a few hits with the Chinese here and here, so we're hoping to try and hold them a bit. So for this turn, we do have the weather, so we're in the dry season, so we add subtract, let me get this right, subtract 2 from the roll. So it's a 0, so we still have clear weather, and the Chinese still have initiative for this game turn. We're not using supply rules, so we forget about that. So we now do the standard air points. So for the Chinese, they rolled a 5, which gives them 7 air points, which they're immensely happy with. And the Vietnamese get 2. So we have 7 plus the 8, as per usual for air superiority, is 15 minus 2 is 13, which still puts it into the Chinese air superiority range, which is not a surprise whatsoever. Okay, so we've done that. It's not a storm turn. We have no sea stuff in this whatsoever, so we go into the initiative movement section, and we have still 2 Chinese infantry units that can actually wriggle their way across. We have 4 air mobile points for the Chinese, so we have these 2 units that can come on. Now, where are we going to use them? We have an airfield there. This is where the map terminates for this, so we can't go past 38. Let me get this right. Play area, northwest of. So yes, we can't go on to Hex Row 38 at all. We can only go that away, which is a bit sucky for the Chinese, which means we can't put troops around here to get good attacks in this way. These blokes, oops, defending there. Where do I want to go? Since we don't need victory points, I need to get people out of the way. Okay, so what I think we need to do is maybe start, well, Marines are there. We don't want to be within 2 hexes there. This guy's on an airfield, so we don't want to be within 2 hexes there. We can't go any further than that. So we can't take this airfield anyway, because that's on Hex Row 38. So that airfield doesn't really affect us whatsoever, because it's not part of the play area. So I reckon we can go here and we can go here, and I can totally ignore this airfield because it's on Hex Row 38, not in the play area. Don't give a rat's bottom. We're away from everything else, so we have air defense rolls for these two. Okay, so basically anything other than a 0. So I should say 1 to 9. Air course a 0. Okay, so this little fella is aborted. He goes home. Knew I should have said 1 to 9. Yep. And this guy makes it through. And then we have the paradrop. So this is 0 through 8 is good. So he lands safely, and he can move 1 hex, which he will do into here at the moment. Righto, so what else do we want to do? And we want to get these troops moving down here, but we need to take this out first. He's got strength of 4. Here we have in a city, which is really, really nasty. And we have a city here. And a city gives 2 shifts to the left. Yeah. And we get a shift as so we get a +1 for the airfield here. Okay, so these guys don't really need to move at this stage for their initial movement. They're going to attack in there and try and then follow up. These guys here need to basically stay here to keep pressure on here. These guys are starting to take a bit of a shellacking. But they're holding these troops up. But they're out in the open, and that's no good to me. I need to do something. Now, if we go half, 1, and then bring them in here. No, we can't do that because that's just a normal river. So we have a zone of control to here, I believe. Yeah, to cross that. Yeah. So we'll do. Might use these to do a bit of an attack as well. We'll go half. One, half, 1, like that. Except I want that one there and that one there. That just gives us 1 armoured in each, which I think is more important. So that's our initiative movement segment, initiative combat. Let's have a look at this one first. So we have a reduced infantry in jungle. So he's going to be doubled. So that's 4. And we're bringing against 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 4. 11 to 4 is 2 to 1 in a jungle. And we get a -1 for the extra. We get no surprise this time, but we have our artillery, which gives us a 3 to 1. We are going to use our chopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got a range of 14, so we can use our chopper. There's No negatives there, so he makes it, which gives us another -1. And we're going to use 2 air points. And that one makes it. And that one makes it. So that brings us up to -4. And then we're attacking with 3 hexes, which takes us up to -5. So we have a 2 to... I had it in the wrong spot. A 2 to 1, 3 to 1. With a -5. Let's see what we can do with that. Oh, a 0. Okay, and a 0 is 1 attacker and 2 of them. And I didn't add in the extra duva there either, so that really sucks. But 1 attacker and him. And we can advance into there, but there's not really much sense, so we'll just stay there. Now let's have a look here. Now we're coming across a river. This one's coming across a bridge. So he's in there for 4, which is fine. Now, attack. Each unit is by half. Defender may not retreat across unbridged hex side. Righto. So this guy's in here for 4. We have 2 and 4 is 6. Halved, rounded up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 4. Again, it's 2 to 1, but we're in urban this time. And we have 2 shifts to the left, which takes us down to 1 to 1. We're attacking from 3 hex sides. That gives us a -1. What else do we have in there? No armoured bonus, no. Light infantry plus or -1. We have a light infantry, so that's going to give us a -1. So that gives us -2. And we will use 2 air points. And we have a 4, which is good. And a 4, which is good, which gives us a -4. Now, I don't think I can make it with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just missed by 1. So no. Okay, so we have a 1 to 1 with a -4. And then we also have, this guy's a 4. And I forgot to do the duva. Let's use this fella. He's a 6 for efficiency. That gives us a 2 to 1 at -4. Here we go. A 6 gives us a 2, and a 2 is 1 each. So he goes down, and he goes down. Didn't really like that, but that's okay. And we have no other attacks. So it's the elite reaction movement. We have, again, this unit that can move, and this unit. So this guy's sitting up there for 6. This is the only guy that can move. And this is only a movement section. It's nothing else. That's okay. Let's go 1, 2 like that. Let's try and get around behind them. So now we have the exploitation movement. these guys can't move. They're in a zone of control. This guy can move. These guys can move. And what we're going to do is we're going to move our chopper, and he is going to move to here now. So he is totally used up. We still have 2 air mobile points left, so I'm going to use 1 to try and bring our other little fella back in again, and he's going to try and jump into here again. Air defense roll is good. Para drop is good, and he will jump into here. Right, now we want to move up on this guy, and they've got 7 in there. So if this guy goes half, or in fact half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, half 6, half 7, half 7.5, he was 1 behind, so he can come up and around there as well. This guy can move 6, he'll go half 1, half, and then he can go into there for 4 more. 3 plus 1 to move in there, that's 5.5, and he goes half 1, half 2 to there, and this guy goes half 1, half 2 to there. Now, if we did exploitation attack into here, we would have 4 shifts to the left. 2 for the urban and 2 for the exploitation combat. We can't really afford that because, like I said, he's got 7 in there. We'd be attacking with 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 to 7's only 1. 12 to 7. 1, not quite 1.5. No, yeah, 1.5 to 1, I'd call it. Which would give us 2 to 1, but then we'd be slipping back 2. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be a 1 to 3, which is, yeah, no good at all. So they're just going to sit there like that. These guys are going to stay. These guys can't really do much other than he could move to there and there and then jump across, but yeah. This guy could come from here to here and then add in to here later. If we attacked into here, we'd have 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2, which would be a 5 to 1. Minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a 1.5 to 1. He's only got 1 left there, so that might actually be worthwhile. So I think we may actually put an attack into here. Now these guys here, what I want to do is put some pressure into this way. So these guys have to either come back or go forward in support there. Now he's just landed, so he can't do anything, so I don't want to move them at the moment. Righto, so that's exploitation movement, so we can go to exploitation combat. We're not attacking here. So as we said, we have 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 to 2 is 5 to 1. Minus 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives us 1.5 to 1. We'll use this unit as our primary, so it's 6 to 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. We're back up to 4 to 1 for urban. We're attacking from 3 hexes. That gives us a -1. We have no chopper to use, but I do have 2 air points I can use. We're attacking into here, so we don't have to worry about him. But we do have an airfield only 2 away. So it's a -2. So I'm going to use my last air point as an escort. So that gives us a -1 to our rolls. So the first one is a 3. He gets through. And the 0 does not. So we have another -1, and that's it. So we're at -2 for 4 to 1. Here goes. In fact, 1, 2, 3. So I could use that as well to come in here. No, I won't. I want to save that for here. A 9. Ugh, -2 is a 7. And a 7 is 1 at bloody tacker. Yucky poos. Okay. That sucks. Okie doke. So we now have reaction movement. So what do these fellas want to do? And I think they want to come in and try and kick some butt. They're not too worried about them at the moment. These guys here, this guy's here. So this guy's going to come forward. That's 3. That's a 1. So he's going to come forward 1.5. This guy's going to come forward 1/2. No. 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to come forward 1/2, 1, 2. And these guys are going to come forward 1, 2. Like that. We don't care if he tries to sneak down through there. He's not going to achieve a great bloody deal. Okay, now we could try and attack into here, but again we'd have the 2 shifts to the left. So let's see what we'd have. We do have armor against armor, so there's no bonus there. So we have 2, 4 in the flat, and we would have 5, 10, 22 to 4. Now 22 to 4 is a 5 to 1 with a bit left over in the flat. So we have a -1. We're attacking from 3 hexes. That gives us another -1. We can use our... Let's just use this guy here. And that gives us a 1. We'll use the infantry. That gives us a 1 efficiency, so we go up to 7 to 1. We have no aircraft left, or do you have 1? No, that's an air mobile. We have no aircraft left. We have this guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could dump some shit in there, but I still want to save that for here, I think. So that's it, I believe. So we're at 7 to 1 for a -2. And then we have to go back 4 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which takes us back to a 2 to... Sorry, we're in the flat. Yeah, 6 to 1, sorry. That takes us back to a 2 to 1. Right. Oh, why am I going back 4? It's only go back 2. So we're at 4 to 1. 4 to 1. -2 gives us -1. Sorry about that. And that's 3 and a retreat. And he's only got 1. So that's that. He's gone. Which means... What am I doing? Duh. Idiot. 3. Which means 1, 2 are gone. There's nothing left to retreat, so we can move forward. So let's bring this guy, or in fact, let's go this guy forward, and then he can move 1 more, I believe. So we'll put him into there. That guy can stay there. This guy can come forward 1. This guy will stay here. And that's that. So we've had our reaction combat, and we go into basic movement and combat. Right. So we have our little friends here attacking into urban. And they have 7 in there. So if we wanted to attack into there, we would have 3, 6, 9, 12 against 7 is only 1-to-1 with with 2 shifts. So I probably need to bring these guys, dump. They're across a bridge so they can do it. So they can go like that. So we can do that. These guys can't move anywhere. They're stuffed. These guys are now in there, and they have 1, 2, 3 defense. In a city, we'd be attacking for 4. So that's a 1. Let's bring them down anyway. There we go, like that. Okay, so he can't move, nothing else can move. So let's have a look at an attack here. So we've done our basic first movement segment, so we'll do combat. We are not doing combat into there. We're not doing any combat out of there. So we're going to just try here. So like we said, they've got 7 in there. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 to 7 is 2-to-1 in urban. And then we slide down 2 for urban, and we're down to 1-to-1. We have an airfield there, which gives them a +1. We are attacking from 4 hexes. That gives us a -1, so we're at 0. We have a 4 and a 5 there. We'll use the PSDF unit as the primary unit with its 5. These have both been dunded. Let's use the mountain as our primary. So that gives us 1 shift to the right to 1.5-to-1. We'll use our artillery, which gives us a 2-to-1. We have no air to use whatsoever, so it's 2-to-1 with no change. No die roll modifier. Oh, that hurt! That hurt! And that's 2. 2! So we'll take 1 there, and we'll take 1 there. Just like that. Ouch! Okay, so there's nothing else to happen at the moment, so we have the second movement segment for our little Vietnamese peoples. Now, crossing a minor river, I think, is just a +1 for infantry. Yeah. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, like that. These guys are not moving. These guys are not moving. These guys are not moving. He can't move. So that's that. So do we want to do any attacks? Now we have a whole 3 attack out of there. So we could do a 1-to-1. It's a motorized, not a mechanized. But that would be 1-to-1, which isn't really good. Or we could halve across to there, in which case it would be 1-to-3, which is not much good. We could add these guys. That would give us 6 to 4, 6, 7, 8, 8 to 4, no armoured bonus. So that'd be a 2-to-1. We could still try and get our helicopter over there with our 2 air points. Is it worth it? What have we got here? A 5 and a 6. Sorry, 2 5s. And I've got him as a 5. I think we might do it. So if we attack into here, they've got 4. We have 2, we have 6, we have 7, 8, because we can't use that fella anyway. We use this as our primary. It's not going to matter with them, so they'll use the mountain as their primary. So we have 8 to 4 is a 2-to-1 in flat terrain. We're not attacking from 3 or 4 hexes, so there's nothing there. We are going to try and use our hind, our MI-24, I should say, and we're going to use our 2 air points to try and give him cover. So we have a +2 for the air defense roll. A 4 + 2 is 6. It's aborted. Okay, well, it actually would have only been a +1 because we've got a mechanized unit there as well, so bugger. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we have a 2-to-1. We have a 5. We have a 5-to-5, so there's no extras there. We have no anything else. 2-to-1 with no die roll modifier. And we have a 1 at 2-to-1 is 1 attacker, 2 defenders, and a retreat. So we have our 1 attacker, 2 defenders, and they're gone. And a retreat they don't have. So this guy can move to here, and then he can move 1 more. So he can actually move into here because there's no zone of control across there. And he can stay there. And then these guys can attack into here. And they have 4, and we have 5, 10, 18 to 4, which is 4-to-1. Again in the flat, and we have a -1 for the extra. We still have armour there, so there's no armour bonus. Again, we will use this little fella as their primary. That's a 5. And we'll use this little fella as our primary. He's a 6, so that gives us another, which takes us to 5 to 1 with a -1, and that's it. Sorry, -2 because we're attacking from 3 hexes. And we get a 4, so that's a 2. This is a red column. And that's 2 and a retreat. So we have 1, 2. There is no retreat. They're gone. But that means we can advance. And we will advance 1, 2. This guy will advance 1 to there. And he'll just stay there like that. And the Chinese are looking really sick. Righto, so that's basic movement and combat. So reorganisation, rotate Heli-Macoppers. I didn't rotate him, my apologies. Rotate our artillery. Remove our air point markers. Done. Put our air mobile markers back. No clearing operations. Hex control doesn't matter. Reinforcements and replacements. So the first thing we'll do is our PSDF units. We get 3 again. We have 1, 2, 3. And they're all 2 MRs. Now, isn't that nasty? So we can go 2 MR. We can go 2 MR. And we can go 2 MR like that. Right. We also have the Vietnamese 3rd Division coming on from the southwest, which effectively means that they can come on from here or here or here. So I'm going to bring them on here like that. So when they get to their movement phase, that's where they'll come on. And we also have the Chinese getting theirs, which is the 8 units, minus the headquarters, of course, of the 71st Guards Army. And they have to come on at 10:09, I believe. Yeah. Which is up here. Right up there. Ta-da! In which case their chopper will come on as per usual and get placed wherever. And I think its original is going to be there. Okay, so that is that. That's our reinforcements. So we have replacement points. Okay, so the Vietnamese have 2 replacement points. Now, there's nothing to do here or here. We can do this little infantry guy here. Now, replacements. Infantry and light infantry for a division would be 1 point to bring him back over But to reconstitute an infantry division costs 2 points. Defense games, 5 points, 2 battalions. Yep. So we're going to bring back, reconstitute a division. We're going to bring back our 2MR unit here. So I think it's been reconstituted. So I'm going to just simply, I'm not sure where he comes back, but I would say that he's been reconstituted and will come back down here as well. He's a replacement reinforcement, in fact. So that's both of their points used. Now they get, on turn 3, they get 2 more points. So I'll just leave it on 2. The Chinese have 4 points. However, everybody here can't be done because they've been, they're in a zone of control. So, what have we got over here? We have all the airborne. They have 4 points. Now, I do have the Mountaineers that could come back for 2 points. Or I have the 75th Guards, basically mechanized infantry division. No, it's not a division, it's a brigade. They're both brigades. So I could use 3 to bring them back, which we will. So we're going to bring back this airborne. It's a brigade, so that costs 1 point to reconstitute. And we're going to bring back this mechanized brigade, which costs 2 points. So that's 3. And then we are going to bring back the 130th Airborne. Again, it's a brigade, so that's their 4 points. That goes over to there, like that. Okay, so these 2 units, again, will come on over on Hex 1009, like that. So that is the replacement points done. There's no adjustment to the submarine threat and ASW levels. There's no victory determination phase because it comes down to who holds the most hexes there. So we'll just move the game turn marker up to 3, ready to go. And everybody has got what they need. So realistically, the Chinese are stuffed. There's no way in the world in the next 2 turns that they're going to be able to break through here, get over to here and wipe 2 of these hexes out. Not with these troops coming from the south, all these basically, and just these PSDF units holding up what's coming. Yeah, they're pretty well rooted, but we'll play it out anyway, see what happens. So thank you very much again. That's the end of game turn 2, and we'll see what happens in the next turns. Bye for now.